also have pastoral sessions in place, whereby during registration periods, or probably during maybe a reflection period, form tutors or class teachers will be able to have talk with students in large groups, that is in form groups. We call it class, like class teacher to a class group. However, they could also come up with small groups of students, whereby each teacher will be like a mentor, and the students will be willing to open up to the mentor. So we have what we call the mentor, the mentee program, and this goes a long way in trying to establish a relationship between teacher and students, and such that each child will be safe and be willing to open up and discuss issues bothering their mind. By so doing, you find out that bullying will reduce, if not stopped, finally, but it will be reduced to the minimum.
Now, bullying is causing a whole lot of suicide in schools today. The increasing rate of suicide because of bullying is increasing each day. What can we do as parents, as school, and maybe friends and neighbors to help these children not to get to that point of committing suicide?
Thank you very much. The first thing I said, remember I made mention of the word safe. The school should be safe for students, such that every child will be willing to come to school. Safety is paramount. Another thing we need to understand is that these days we have the child policy in place. Every student, apart from being safe, teachers are meant to sign the child policy in the way they relate with students and in the way they handle students. Because when you look at it, teachers could also bully students. So when they are made to sign a child policy agreement, they know that there is something binding and they are not to violate such. Also, we have, apart from the child policy, there should be codes of conduct in every school guiding the conduct of every child. And this should be well spelled out. It should be given to students at the beginning of the session, and parents should read through with their own children, and they should append their signature with the child. So the child knows the consequences for each action that he takes. So with this in place, every child knows that there is a consequence for every negative action. So you see, we have so many things that a school can put in place to guide against bullying. And at the same time, the counseling unit should be strong. Every class teacher should be a counselor and a pastoral care person. They should be such that they try to have, they should be emotionally intelligent, let me put it that way.
Good.
They should be able to identify a child, all those red flags, especially even in their class, when a child is emotionally disturbed, they should be able to, identify the child, help the child,
come out of
go through the child, go through certain things with the child to help the child come out of such a state. These days, we all have a role to play in terms of bullying. And by so doing, it will reduce the rate of suicide mission. Most of the students that commit suicide is because they are not being heard, they do not open up, is because they've been bottling something within themselves for a very long time. There's nobody to share these things with. And as a result, they just feel so ignored, isolated, and they just want to commit suicide. And that is what happens in the long run.
Yeah.
But when they know that there's somebody out there that cares about them, there's somebody that is out there that they can talk to, there's somebody out there that will be willing to listen to them, it reduces the rate of suicide. I think that will help us curb suicidal actions or the rate of suicide in the society.
It will definitely help us reduce the rate of suicide among students when parents give time to their children, when they can identify when there is a problem, when the red flag can easily be identified by parents. Parents will be able to take action. When a child is locking him or herself up in a room for a long time, you really don't know what is going on. Take time as a parent to find out what is going on. Like he said, children that has bottled up so much inside of them, think there is nobody they can talk to, think that nobody cares about them. They end up committing suicide. In this way, we can curb suicide among students. What will be your general advice to students, to parents, even to school, in order to stop bullying in our school?
Okay, like I said, thank you very much. Schools should have a safe and friendly environment. The level of hostility should be removed. The hostility should be removed completely from within
school environment.
Now, schools should also try, like I said, I've made mention of counseling units. At the same time, schools should have forum whereby they'll be able to talk to parents and the students. So it's not just PTA meetings where they come to discuss about school fees, where they come to discuss about other issues, but it should be a forum where they also talk about the wellness of the children that have been entrusted in the care of the teachers. And also parents should also be made to understand that they have a role to play. It's quite unfortunate that these days, most of this bullying happens because parents do not really give in time to their children. They are so engrossed with their work. They don't spend quality time. And so schools can also integrate parents into the curriculum in such a way that parents could be volunteers at times, even in school. And by so doing, they'll also try to spend quality time, with their own children. Another thing apart from forum, like parents forum, sessions whereby parents will come in, the school could also invite from time to time some, some people to talk to them on also wellness and issues bothering students. They could also have good pastoral care in place, whereby issues like taking good care of them such that students will not be bullied in terms of body odor, could be put in place. They talk to them from time to time. So it's more of communication with counselors, communication with parents, communication with the students. Also try and take the students out, of the school to such places, organize film shows for them, such that students will see why they shouldn't bully and the consequences of bullying.
Bullying.
And by so doing, when they get to see all these things, they try to shy away from bullying.
Okay.
They don't move close to bullying, because most people these days that are being bullied, it started little by little, but attention was not really
given to it. Yeah.
So I think the school should put a lot of, things in place. Such that by hearing a lot of things about bullying and the consequences of bullying, students will not want to bully others.
Thank you very much. Schools should be zero tolerance to bullying. There should be fast response to any form of bullying in any school. Anytime there is a report of bullying, students should not bottle it up.
Yeah.
They should report to the authority when they are going through bullying. And whenever they report, the school should respond immediately. Like he rightly said, that students are made to sign policies against bullying. And there they have indicated consequences for bullying anybody.
They already know what the consequence of bullying
will be. So they will want to shy away from it. So I want to advise students that are being bullied right now to make sure they report their experience to the right authority. They should not keep it to themselves. They should find out someone they can talk to before they take action. So far we've been talking about bullying, and I want to say that children that are going through bullying should make sure that they don't bottle it up. They try to talk to the appropriate authority, either to your parents, to your teachers, even sometimes to your friends, so that you won't get to the point of committing suicide. Sir, finally, I would like to ask, if you could change anything in the educational system in Nigeria, what will it be and why?
Thank you very much. I think in Nigeria, one thing I have come to realize is that student voice is not really so pronounced. If students, should open up what they are going through, we'll get to know that there's a lot going on in our schools. So I'm going to, if I were to become somebody to change the educational system, student voice is something that I would effect all across the country. Because by so doing, from there, we will be able to get those things students are facing, how we can help them in areas where they are finding challenges. And by so doing, all these cases of bullying will be reduced. Today we have citizenship education. The citizenship education should also teach more of pastoral care. I believe that every school in the country should have a child policy act in place. And every child should be made, every parent and teacher should be made to sign. There should be inspectors that will be designated to visit schools from time to time. Visit the counseling unit, discuss with the counseling unit, ask for student voice at random to find out what is really going on in the school. And from there, they can pick up one or two issues and address it. I believe that the school should be more friendly for students to go to and learn. It shouldn't be a place where students should, be forced to go to. It should be a place where students want to. It should be a second home, let me put it that way. It should be second home.
Thank you very much, sir. Student voice should be heard. Student voice should be louder. If he has the opportunity to change anything in Nigerian education, he will give students a louder voice so that we will know what they want. We will know how to help them. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
For being a guest on this show,
Thank you.
Talk 30 with Buki Lawal. I hope today's show has been very educative. I actually have a great time with you, sir.
So do I.
And I want to believe that our parents at home, students and school owners has learned one or two things on this edition of Talk 30. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk 30 with Buki Lawal. And don't forget to press the bell button so that you can be notified whenever we drop any video. Join us next time on Talk 30 with Buki Lawal.